everybody who's joined, or if you're watching the recording later. And I have an anchor for prayers for self. And you can know who you're praying to, or you may just get to practice praying from your heart's center. So I'm going to mute my audio. Let me try this again. I think I just ended it last time. Okay. Beautiful. Welcome for those of you that have just joined. We're doing a prayer circle, our monthly prayer circle. Got cut off. I think I hit end by mistake. So our first part of our prayer circles is around praying for ourselves, what our heart's desire is. And then our second part is about praying for where do we want to send prayers out into the world. So we've just are finishing up the prayers for ourselves. And the vision is of visualizing someplace beautiful in nature that's really nourishing. Get your body there. Let yourself feel the textures and the sounds and the smells and bring yourself there. Get more permeable to then feel nourished, to let yourself receive. This is such an important practice on a spiritual path, is to be receptive for receiving nourishment, guidance, to call in a guide, an ally, and to really feel that guide or ally next to you, and then to open our hearts to pray, to ask for what we want, to tell ourselves the truth in a way. It's what I love when we do prayers for ourselves, because often if we just let ourselves speak, we sometimes are surprised by what we're yearning for, by what we're asking for support and guidance from. And then our second half is around praying for the world, for other people, for specific causes or things. And so I have a candle lit for us, for the whole group. And then also I have a bowl of water. So I poured water into this little bowl, and I'm also going to put some rose essence that I have into the water. And we're going to use this as our anchor for our prayers today for the world. I'm just going to put a few drops of this smell, rose yumminess. Good. And so if you have a bowl of water that you want to pick up, or you can imagine yourself holding a bowl of water, I'll hold the physical version of it. I'm looking to the side because I have two dogs that I'm watching right now. So putting the bowl of water in your hands, or imagining that you're holding a bowl of water. Imagining that you're holding this bowl of water, or holding one if you have one. Closing your eyes. And listening inside of your own being for where do you feel tender about something in the world? Where do you feel grief? Where do you feel hopelessness? Where do you feel rage? Where is there something you would like to be different that you feel like you're carrying? And this is where we're going to put our prayers now. And so we'll be speaking into this water specifically. And what I'll do is I'll take this water and go pour it into a creek so that that water can go out to bless others. And if you have a bowl that you do your prayers in, you can also go put it into running water somewhere. It's a really sweet way to spread our prayers, or pour it into the earth. Also works as well. And so holding this place in our hearts of listening, what's maybe a burden that you've been carrying that feels heavy, or a place you feel overwhelmed, or that you feel grief around something in the world, and bring your prayers to that. So you can speak them out loud, or you can speak them internally. But what do you want to pray for others or the world? So it may be a person in your life that's struggling that you want to say prayers to, for it may be a country that you want to say prayers for. So feel, where do you want to send your prayers out, that we're doing this together? Whether you're watching the recording later or you're live now, we're coming together with intent, with presence, to send our prayers out to others. So whether that is a friend of yours that you want to send prayers to, or a country or a cause, just take the next couple minutes, and you can either pray out loud, putting that into the circle and into our water, or you can pray quietly. I'm going to mute my audio so I can do my prayers. And there's something really powerful and important about us speaking our prayers out loud. Okay, so if you're able to do that, please do. Good. So we'll take another couple minutes to finish up any prayers that you have for others, for people in your life that could use extra energy. And you can use your words, or if you want to start imagining that you're sending energy out. See if the audio is now working. Yeah, okay, good. That you're sending energy out from your heart, lovingly, just sending energy anywhere that you would like other people to feel nourished or feel held, or any place that you feel could use some extra attention, energy, prayers. So praying out loud for where you would like to send support, and also from your heart, imagining that you're sending a line of energy out to wherever you would like to send your awareness and presence. We'll just do that for the next minute. And then go ahead and share in the chat if there's a person that you want to put their name in the chat so we can all send energy to them, or if there's a place, please feel free to put that in the chat. Just drop it in. I'm sending prayers today to Gaza, and to Iran, and to the people that have experienced sexual abuse, sexual trafficking or harm. Sending extra energy out today. Yeah, so Aunt Jenny. So if there's a particular person, please feel free to put them in the chat so that we together can send energy and blessings their way. Beautiful. Good. And then put the water down. And if you can bring both your hands up as we start to close, bring your hands up, and in one hand, doesn't matter which hand, but one hand you're going to imagine that you're holding yourself, that you're holding this being that you are responsible for, that you are becoming more intimate with, learning about. So holding yourself with love, and holding your mental body, your energetic body, your emotional body, and your physical body. That you can hold yourself with tenderness, and that you can ask for support and help and guidance and pray for what you need. Like permission to pray for what you need, to get clear about what your needs are. And then in your other hand, to imagine that you're holding something that is a person, a place, a group of people, a country, the world, that you're holding things that are important to you. And that you're, instead of carrying them in our body unconsciously, that we're going to put them in our hand in a loving way and hold them. So yeah, Celeste writes, oppressed people and to everyone that is struggling financially. Yeah, so gently hold. And I like to think that we're going to take, instead of holding it unconsciously in our body, which we sometimes do when we get information or news, we start unconsciously carrying other people, that we're going to imagine that we're holding it in our hand with love. And then we're going to pick up our candle, and you can just imagine doing this. Pick up your candle, imaginary candle if you don't have a candle, and that's representing you tending your sacred flame. What do you need? And your prayers and support for tending your own flame. Where do you need help? Keep asking for it. And then the other hand, we're picking up the water. And the water is, we're putting into the water all of our prayers for others. And asking the water to hold and carry our prayers to where it's most needed. So we can send our heart, our love, our gratitude, our presence to others. We can also just send it to this water, knowing that when we pour it back to the earth, or we put it in a creek or a river or body of water that's moving, that we are offering it and that that's going out into the world. So we're going to hold both. Permission to hold yourself and tend your fire, and permission to hold others as well, and to know that we also have to let them go. That we're not helpful if we're carrying all the burdens of everybody else, if we're trying to metabolize everything, that we need to be able to put it down. That's that image of pouring the water out and releasing it, so that we can then stay connected to our intuition, to our creativity, to our heart, to what's next, where we can bring our awareness and our energy, what's ours to do. Bringing these together. Beautiful. So we'll just close with gratitude for the ways that we're able to come together, even when we're not physically close to each other, and bring our hearts together and connect. So thank you for showing up here. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out to us at hello@creativeintent.org. And I'll be doing a new moon talk in a couple weeks. This is the next live one that I'm doing, and Mary is doing Friday healings. And if you haven't been to one of the events with Mary through Ash and Rose Spiritual Collective, highly recommended. She does Friday mornings, I believe it's at 7 a.m. Pacific. All right, loves. Thanks so much for joining me today. Grateful to be here with you, and have a blessed day. Keep praying, asking for guidance and support for yourself, for your heart's yearnings, as well as for others. And I'll be pouring this down. I'm going to walk down to the creek in a little bit, and I'll pour this into our creek and send all of our prayers out. Thanks, loves. Bye-bye.